Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about how much it costs to rebuild a new website, go through branding or new branding for our clinic, and how things have been going since we made those changes. All right, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm Brad, started my own private practice. I have a primary care clinic. Now we have 3 locations and we've been growing like crazy actually. We added over 3,000 new patients in the last quarter alone to our practice. Well, I decided to rebrand. Now you may be wondering, why did I decide to rebrand? And the big reason is twofold. One is that one of the huge websites that had the name that we always advertise as actually was for sale and someone could buy it at any time. And if they did buy it, there's a chance they could trademark it. We'd go through a trademark battle maybe, and then I'd have to rebrand my entire business completely. That was the first one. The second one was, let's say the real name of my practice was Investing Doc Primary Care. We always called ourselves Investing Doc Medical. Well, the website was investingdocpcp.com. Obviously not my real name of the practice, but you get the idea. It didn't make sense. As we went to go advertise, the advertisers were like, this is too confusing. So we decided to go with Investing Doc Medical, or my real name of my practice, just through and through. We bought the website. That website cost a ridiculous amount of money. Now keep in mind that the very first website that I bought was through GoDaddy for, what do they charge, like $8 or something like that to reserve the name? Yeah, this business, who all they do is just sit on domains. They literally have thousands of domains. The name of my practice and medical.com, they were asking about $50,000 for that domain. Now I started whittling them down. Apparently you can negotiate whatever you want. I negotiated really low. I think I offered with like 18,000 to start out with. I think they countered at 25 and I said, look, if we end this at 22, let's just get it done today. So yeah, I bought the domain for $22,000, which is just absurd to think about. But here's the argument that I had in my mind is that we were advertising as this. And there's a lot of medicals. There's One Medical, there's Village Medical, there's a million of them. And the domain that we bought was a premium domain. It is a very popular name for a primary care group potentially. And we were using it. So I figured, look, the bigger we get, the more we probably need that legit name, because if somebody actually buys that domain, we're screwed. They would have better brand recognition. It wouldn't make any sense because our name would match exactly as their website name that we are constantly using on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, I thought I had no choice and I paid $22,000 for that domain. Now rebranding. Now what do I mean by rebranding? Well, on our old website, we literally had something like 10 green colors. We had a bunch of different fonts. There was no cohesiveness at all. It looked like somebody with no experience building a domain, me, just slapped on whatever with no cohesiveness or vision of their goal. Basically, it reminds me of before I got married, just me doing my own decorating throughout my house. I have no eye for design. So that branding, $8,000. Well, with tax, probably around $9,000. And what did that get me? Well, they got me every font that we're gonna choose, our color palettes. It got me a bunch of, it also got me a bunch of vector images, which mean that they can scale no matter what. So our logos, a bunch of like advertisements and branding that we could put on things if we decided to put it on the background of something. It got us a whole lot of things. I think in total, it was maybe a couple gigabytes worth of data that they ended up giving us overall, which is cool, but it was a lot of money. And overall, I'm actually very happy with that amount that I spent there. Now doing the website, I think we got screwed from that standpoint. The same branding company tried to sell me that they could do the website, that's actually what they do, is they brand plus website. Now looking back, I probably should have separated the two. We paid $16,000 for a new website. Yeah, $16,000. Okay, but what did that get me? Well, that got me design of the website. It's just like with the branding. And think of an interior designer for your house. I got a designer of funnels. Okay, this is how you should do the funnels on your website. This is how you're going to improve engagement. And this is how we're gonna make your website load faster. You can have better SEO scores. So on the back end, they said all these shiny things that I was like, well, whatever. Our old website started at 7.2 seconds for a loading time. I was able to get that down to about 3 seconds for loading time. But think about that from a user experience. When you were loading the web page, 7 seconds to load a website, terrible. The $16,000 also got a new way to integrate our booking platform. That way, I have been obsessing over friction and we can decrease friction. So what the hell is friction? Well, friction is basically how much of a headache do you as the user have to go through to get what you want. Think about Amazon. They try to decrease friction by that one click for buy now. That is their effort to decrease friction in you between going on their website and buying something on their website. Well, for me, I want someone to go to the website and I want them to book an appointment as easy as possible. And to decrease that friction, we made it so that you go to the website, you can see every time spot available. You can say, oh, okay, cool. This person's got a 2:30 available. You click on it, you put your first name, last name, email address, date of birth, and your phone number, and it's booked. That's it. That's all it takes. And then it sends you the reminder. It automatically syncs into our EMR. Everything is seamless. So I spent 16 grand and we went live about 3 weeks ago now at the time of me making this video. So did it pay off so far? Well, the average load time of my website went from 7 seconds to now it's at 0.8 seconds, which is amazing. When I load it, we're at less than a second. Average time spent on Google Analytics used to be about 1 minute and 20 seconds. It is currently hovering around 4 minutes on our website. 4 minutes. The average engagement has gone up 5-fold on our website, meaning that people are clicking through and clicking more buttons and learning more about services that we offer. Oh, and I can see that those people are funneling through and actually booking more appointments. Bookings. With our old platform, it was very cumbersome. They had to book an appointment, take them to another website. They would have to first put in the reason for the visit. If they're new, established, then what are they looking for? Type in a reason for the appointment, and then try to pick a provider. And then it would show the schedule. And if that didn't work, you have to hit back, put most of that info in again, and try to find another provider. Oh my God, it was terrible. There's so much friction between getting a patient on your website to actually booking that appointment. So for example, our slowest day in our clinic is Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we normally get about 8 patient bookings through our old platform. And those bookings are not necessarily for Wednesday. They could be for tomorrow, they could be for next week, whatever. Using the old online platform, we were averaging about 8. Post changing to the new website, new booking platform, we're averaging 27 new bookings through our website on a Wednesday. On one Saturday, the best we've ever done is 29. In the last 3 weeks, the best we've done is 48 new bookings. Along with that, we've seen the number of calls actually decrease to our book an appointment line because people aren't frustrated trying to book an appointment. So our bookings are actually up by about 25%, which is nuts to think about that. Since we've changed over to the new website, our bookings are up by 25%. And phone calls are down, which is great because people are booking online. We're automating things. I'm not having as many missed phone calls. We're converting those to actual visits. And patients have actually told me that they're so much happier with our new website. So the 16 grand seems absurd, but we are getting more traffic through Google search, which I wonder if the SEO on the back end is working out better. People are staying significantly longer on our website. Bookings have exploded through the new system. It seems like it's actually working out really well. Now, I will say that there's some things that I don't love about the place. There's some bad things that I'll give them some feedback about, and I'm not going to throw their name out there, but because I don't know if I'd recommend them to someone else 100%. The bad things, they quoted me 4 to 6 weeks to start this up. It took 3 months to build the website. They really continued to have excuse after excuse after excuse on why it's delayed. The other thing that annoyed me is that I finally found out that this developer here was actually just paying a developer in Romania to build our website. That annoyed me that they probably paid them pennies while I was paying them big bucks here. Apparently that's very, very standard, but still really annoyed the heck out of me. The other thing that annoyed me is that they've just basically been ghosting me. There's still 2 errors on my website that I want them to fix, and they got their last payment and they haven't been fixing it. So now I've had to go on Fiverr and see if I can find someone who codes WordPress websites to fix this back end. They're very minor things, but I don't know if I'd recommend them overall. They really haven't left a good taste in my mouth in terms of customer service post-delivery. Either way, bookings are way up, patients are way happier. We seem to be killing it with the new website. So overall, it's a win-win. I can't imagine though where things are going to be headed in the future. In that last quarter, I was thinking how slow some of these new providers were, the new docs and the new PAs that we hired. But we still added 3,000 patients in those 3 months to our panel. Right now, with 7 providers, 4 docs, 3 PAs, on a given day, we're booking on average about 40 new patients a day. That's a lot of new patients every single day. And online, I love the booking software that we've got. It costs So the booking software for the implementation, I do have to pay a monthly fee. It's $100 per month per person, per provider. One of my patients in the clinic actually started the company that does the integration, which is weird. It's a small world because I went to my EMR, Advanced MD, and I said, who do you guys integrate with for scheduling? And this is the one that we ended up going with. So he said they usually charge $400 a month per provider, but since there's a little bit of that personal connection, gave me a huge discount, which I really appreciate. So in total, the domain, the branding, the new website, we spent almost $50,000 on upgrading this, which is absurd to think about. Will it pay off? I don't know. We'll see. I think that so far it has paid off in terms of we are getting more bookings through Google. We're getting way more bookings online. Do I think I could have done it cheaper? Heck yeah. I think I could have done it a lot cheaper. But I didn't know what I didn't know. So to some degree, I paid a consultant fee for, I have no idea. It's almost like if I was going to renovate my entire house and I had an interior designer, I could probably find whatever couch and vases and paintings that they're going to do for much cheaper by myself. But believe me designing my own interior of my house, it's going to look like crap. It's going to look like some college frat kid lives there. I'm excited that the new docs are basically booked up most days at this point in time. The PAs are booked up most days at this point in time. We are starting to really do well financially, which I'm extremely excited about, which also means we're still looking into clinic number 4 and then even maybe number 5 in the future. All right, you guys, do you think it was absolutely dumb that I spent $50,000 on rebranding a website and building a new website? Leave your comment below and let me know if that was a stupid idea or if you think it was totally worth it. Have a good one. See y'all next time.